Today we're going to be covering 5 home gym hacks, starting with the one that I feel is by far the most important, and that is to buy one piece of equipment that you can do everything. For me, I purchased the Rogue RM6. I wish this wasn't my purchase, but it is. So as you can see, I've customized it. I actually turned it into a 4-post rack and then built out a custom cable station with the Rogue Slinger, which does have some downfalls on it. I personally wish I went with the Rep Fitness Aries or Athena. I think those are the 2 best options for the home gym market right now, but hey, I still love this setup. I also have the lever arms. I know a lot of people are not a big fan of these. I tend to get some pretty good use out of them, but I love that even if I had nothing else, I could get almost my entire workout done with this one piece of equipment. And the reason I think this is because for most people, I don't think it makes a lot of sense to have a standalone bench press, another area that you squat, a functional trainer, all these pieces that would cost you more money and take up a lot more space unless you're really rich and have a lot of room like my friend Brandon Campbell. This is probably gonna be a better setup for most people. Like I mentioned, I can pretty much do my entire workout program on that one piece of equipment, but I know most of us are going to want some kind of dumbbell setup. So hack number 2 is don't buy more dumbbells than you need. So I purchased the Rep urethane dumbbells. These are my favorites. I absolutely love them. I'm gonna leave everything linked down below so you can check it out. But there are a lot of dumbbells that came in the set that I really didn't have a use for. So if you can see over here, I go from 55 to 60s to 65 to 70s, but I don't have 75s, 85s, 95s. So what I did is I purchased the whole set and then sold them off. I think a lot of people can either just purchase the weights they think they're going to need. I don't think 5-pound increments as you get into heavier weights are gonna do you much good. Probably worth it once you're talking, 15, 20, 25, but past 50 I think is a little bit of overkill from space and a financial perspective. And also even 90 and 100-pound dumbbells. I mean, I'm a pretty advanced, I should say seasoned lifter, and I don't even use them. I've never touched them. And even the thought of getting them off that bottom shelf with my old back and my gray hair, it's not going to happen. So I don't think you really need a whole lot of dumbbells. And I know a lot of people will just opt for adjustable dumbbells. I'm not a big fan, but if that's your thing, then that's another great option. This is gonna be a little bit ironic, but the 3rd hack is going to get us out of the gym. Number 3 is don't forget the amenities. In my opinion, it doesn't make you hardcore just because you have the bare minimum. And I understand you want to start with your squat rack, your dumbbells, your barbells, all the things you actually need for a good workout. But as time goes along, I would suggest building this into something that you truly enjoy, because most of us are going to miss a traditional gym for one reason or another. So for me, the big amenity I wanted was my sauna. I am obsessed with this thing. I use it every single day. And for some people, this isn't enticing at all. But I would take a look at the things you do miss from the gym and see if you can some way, somehow incorporate them into your home gym. And by the way, I'm not telling you to bring the hot chick from the stair stepper into your house. Just get yourself a wife or something. But also another amenity I think people don't think about is something as simple as a refrigerator, to have refreshments, to keep yourself out here. What happens in my life is if I go into the house for whatever reason, my dog will go crazy, which can wake up my son, which then can make my wife upset. And there's a lot of different things that could take me out of the zone of my workout the second I step in that house. So if I could just put some waters out here, even if I wanted a quick protein shake, of course you're gonna wanna keep your P Science on deck if you need a quick refreshment, mini fridge, full size, it doesn't matter. But I think that having all these little things just makes it feel a little bit more complete. So number 4 is going to be don't buy twice. And that's going to be a little hypocritical coming from me, because I just told you I wish I would have made a different decision with my rack, not only wishing I went with the Rep Aries or Athena, but even if I stuck with the RM6, I wish I chose a different color. I rushed the decision because I was purchasing during COVID, and if you guys remember the shortages, it was just crazy, so I purchased whatever I could get. Same with my dumbbells. Instead of going straight to the urethanes, I went with the hex heads, and then I had to sell those. So typically what happens when you have to purchase more than once is you lose money and you'll lose a lot of time. So I think most people would be better off just waiting, playing the long game to get what they actually want. In most cases, of course, there's some nuance to that. I will say with this zero gap bench, I purchased exactly the one I wanted, and I'm very happy I did. This is the only bench that I need. It has treated me great. I haven't had to replace it. But the thought of tearing this entire rack down and putting up a new rep is daunting. I will do it eventually, but I know it's going to take an entire weekend, and I'm just not ready to sacrifice that time just yet. So I would say just wait, buy nice, or buy twice. Number 5 is protect your space. And this one isn't easy. I don't know too many people that feel they have too much room in their house, specifically in their garage or in their basement. But I do think it's really important to carve out your own little piece of paradise, because if this gets overtaken and you don't have a place that you really enjoy going to, or you don't have a place to train at all, I think everything else is just going to go downhill. So even for me, something as small as putting a door right there. Like, this is my 8x12 sanctuary that I absolutely love. And this is my space to just do what I love. And for my wife, she has that space in the house. Actually, she kind of gets the whole house, which is fine. I don't want any of it. Just give me my little garage area and I'm happy. So I think just setting some boundaries, and I'm sure that most people's partners will understand, especially if you reciprocate that for them. But for me, just having this dedicated space really helps clear my mind in a way. Might sound a little weird to some people, but I think most of us that are really into this lifestyle can understand. And that is it, my 5 home gym hacks for today. Let me know if you want me to do another video like this and add anything to my list, or if you have anything to add, I would love to see it in the comments down below. As always, I gotta get my plugs in. Use code Travis for anything on PEScience.com. Code Travis to get any cuts clothing, the best clothes in the entire world. And I will leave all of the items I discussed in the description box if you guys want to check any of that out. But I appreciate you being here. Subscribe to the channel if you are new, and I look forward to talking to you next time.